Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals. This is Don over Don's Tattoos Garage. I've got a final on the 69 Camaro Z28 I built for the Summer of 69 group build, hosted by Grant over at Diamond State Speed Shop and Bill over at Loki Scale Models. If you haven't checked out either one of these channels, make sure you get over and check it out. They will be linked in the description. Plus, I've got a tattoo story and a prayer request. So hang in there and we'll take a look at everything going on and we'll get into it. Okay, everybody, let's take a look at this 69 Camaro Z28 we did for the Summer of 69 group build. As I said before in an update, I do not have cards for Bill or Grant at the sponsoring shops. You know, Bill's over at Loki Scale Model, Grant's over at Diamond State Speed Shop. I don't have cards, but I do have the graphics that were put up in this video before this section started. So we're gonna take a look at this Camaro and we're calling it done. Got the exhaust done, got side pipes on it. But let me pop this hood. I'm gonna show you that engine again. And first of all, let me show you, that's what it looks like with the air cleaner just sitting on top of that carburetor, because the carburetor is too cool to hide under an air cleaner. There we go. Let's see if that'll focus right there. We've got that Edelbrock printed by MCV Products, Matthew over there, mcvproducts.com. Make sure you get over there and check them out. Make some great stuff for detailing these model kits. All right, do a little spin around here. 69 Camaro, hard to beat that styling. It's one of the classics for sure. Had to put the moon eyes on there. It's the only decal I did besides the rally stripes and the Z28 badges, along with the license plate and the marker lights. Uh-oh, still didn't fix that tail light that wanted to sag on me. But that's okay, I can do that. I will get it fixed. I meant to do that before I did this reveal, but you know what? My brain wasn't braining. Anyway, let's take a look at the underside there. And I'll tell you what happened with the exhaust. If you notice, two different setups. I will pull this one off, redo it to match this side. I built this one first. This was supposed to look like that, but I ended up destroying this piece here. So I made this and it looks a lot better. So guess what? I'm gonna match that up on this side, just haven't done it yet. Why? Well, again, my brain wasn't braining. Anyway, that's what I've got with that 69 Camaro. Again, there it is, guys, gals. It's a good looking little ride. Let me get that air cleaner back on there, see if I can set it on there easy enough. So that's what we have. Ended up turning out real nice. The rally stripes came out good enough for me to work with. Better than I'd hoped, but not quite as great as they could have been. But then again, not stressing about it. It's gonna be a shelf queen, not gonna be out in any shows or anything. But the paint turned out nice. Everything worked out on it. Let's get into a prayer request and a little update on what's gonna be going on tonight late. So, Chet, if you know him over at Billboard Builds, make sure you keep him in your prayers and thoughts and prayers. He just had foot surgery in the hospital. Hopefully we'll be going to a rehab center soon. Prayers for you, Chet. Get better soon, son. Hey, can't wait to see you out there again. All right. Now, Tim over at Shields Model Car Customs. He does a Friday Night Live segment. And tonight, I get to be the special guest. I don't know how special I'll be. Of course, then again, yeah, we won't go there. Anyway, tonight, 9 o'clock Central Time, Friday Night Live with Tim over at Shields Model Car Customs with yours truly. If you guys get a chance, get up there and check it out. Be checking out them comments, so we'll be looking for you. All right, everybody. Again, if you like one of my shop cards, it's hiding back here, so I get Tim's out of the way here. Fat fingers don't want to work this morning. All right. There's my shop card. If you'd like one, hit me up at this email address at the bottom. I'll get one out to you. All right, everybody. Stay tuned. Got a tattoos story coming up, so be right back. All right, let's get into this tattoo story. So, today we're going to be talking about cartoon characters in tattoos. So, like I said, I've done all kinds of tattoos. I've tattooed for 25 plus years, and I gotta tell you, people come up with some crazy ideas. People come up with some unique ideas. Some not so unique. I'll tell you about that here in a second. Anyway, did everything from Bugs Bunny to Beavis and Butthead, Hello Kitty to Jessica Rabbit, Pepe Le Pew to Powerpuff Girls, Yosemite Sam to Yoshi from Nintendo, and of course, Taz. Anybody who's been in the tattoo industry or been around tattoos probably knows at least one or two, or I should say 1 or 30 people with a Taz tattoo. Definitely not something new, not unique, but of course, there's going to be somebody that thinks that they can get something unique. Okay, to put this in perspective, I've done Taz doing everything you could probably think of. So, not a whole lot you can do with Taz that's unique. Although, one that I did that was kind of unique was Taz pushing a lawnmower, down in the nether regions. So, take it for what it is. But, had a guy come in the studio, was talking to my floor guy, who was my ex-brother-in-law at the time. Good dude, could sell ice to an Eskimo. Anyway, this guy come in and he said, "Man, I want a unique tattoo." So my buddy's talking to him. He comes to me and he says, "Hey, this guy says he wants something unique. I'm gonna let him tell you what he wants." Excuse me. Anyway, the guy comes to my workroom entrance, and I'm back there setting up for another tattoo that I had scheduled. And he says, "Yeah, I want to get something unique, man." I said, "Well, what do you want?" He said, "Something with Taz." Well, apparently he didn't like it when I laughed, because he turned around and left. Well, sorry. Like I said, not a whole lot unique you can do with Taz. He got butt hurt and left. Life goes on. Anyway, that's it for Tattoo Story today. We'll have another one next video. Alright guys, everybody remember to give a thumbs up, like it, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when videos come out. And I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Numbers are getting up there. We're getting closer and closer to that 500 mark. Remember guys, we hit that, something's going to happen. Alright everybody, again, have a great day. Get some bench time in, and as always, God bless.